What if your next phone could see farther, stay private in public, and still feel lighter in your hand than you ever expected? Today we're talking about one of the most talked about upcoming phones, and honestly, some of these leaks feel less like upgrades and more like a complete direction change. The upcoming flagship from Samsung is starting to look very different from what people predicted just a few months ago. Let's start with the very first thing people notice: the color and the design. The hero color that leaked is called cobalt violet. It is not a safe color. It is bold, deep, and clearly meant to stand out. For years, flagship phones tried to look serious and minimal. Now this one seems to embrace personality again. And it is interesting because many brands lately follow trends started by Apple. But here, instead of copying typical warm tones, Samsung appears to be pushing a cooler futuristic style. The official images also revealed a redesigned camera plateau. Instead of separate floating camera rings, the lenses now sit inside a more unified island. It looks cleaner and more intentional. If you remember recent foldable devices, the design language feels connected. The company seems to be creating a consistent visual identity across its lineup rather than treating every phone like a different experiment. Then there is the S Pen. Surprisingly, it is black by default. Only the tip matches the phone color. That may sound small, but psychologically it changes the look. Instead of a decorative accessory, the stylus now feels like a tool. A professional instrument. Something made for use, not just for display. Now let's move to a feature that actually matters far more than design: safety. Satellite emergency messaging is expected to arrive across the entire lineup. The idea is simple but powerful. Even without mobile signal, you can contact emergency services. This feature first gained attention when Huawei introduced it in a flagship series, and later when Google expanded similar capabilities in its ecosystem. Here is why this matters. Most smartphone upgrades are about speed or cameras. But this one can literally save lives. Imagine hiking far away from cities. No bars. No Wi-Fi. No network. Normally your phone becomes a camera and a flashlight. With satellite SOS, it becomes a lifeline. You can send coordinates, request help, and stay connected when nothing else works. This is not a daily feature. But when needed, it becomes the most important feature on the device. Next comes the teaser hints released before launch. 2 words appeared: closer and glow. That alone tells us a lot. Closer clearly points toward zoom capability. Glow hints at low light performance. The company is focusing on seeing more and seeing better, not just capturing brighter pictures. Leaks suggest improved AI zoom processing. Phones already combine optics and software, but now the software part is taking a bigger role. Instead of only relying on lens magnification, the device reconstructs details using machine learning. In simple words, the phone guesses missing pixels intelligently based on patterns it learned from millions of images. If done well, photos look natural instead of painted. And this leads to one of the most unusual rumored features: a selective privacy display. Not full-screen privacy mode. Only part of the screen. Think about this. You're on a train checking your banking app. Someone next to you glances sideways. Normally you tilt your phone or reduce brightness. But with this feature, only the sensitive area becomes visible to you. Notifications, passwords, messages, hidden from side angles while the rest of the screen stays normal. This changes how phones are used in public. Privacy is no longer an all-or-nothing setting. It becomes dynamic. You turn it on only when needed. You keep comfort without sacrificing security. Now performance. Every year phones get faster, but the real question is whether people feel it. Recent leaks suggest a heavily tuned flagship chip pushing multi-core performance far beyond previous generations. Numbers are impressive, but what matters is consistency. Faster photo processing. Instant app switching. Long-term smoothness after years of updates. A fast phone today is good. A fast phone after 3 years is rare. Weight and thickness are another surprising area. Many companies make bigger batteries and heavier devices each year. Yet this model is rumored to be thinner and lighter. That C. Hangs daily comfort more than most specs ever will. A lighter flagship means less hand fatigue, easier one-hand use, and a more pocket-friendly feel. Instead of chasing only power, the design seems to chase balance. Storage is also expected to increase at the base level. This sounds boring until you think about modern usage. High-resolution photos, 4K video, offline downloads, AI features, they all consume space. Doubling starting storage means fewer users hitting the storage full warning after a few months. Another interesting addition is magnetic wireless charging accessories. Not built into the phone itself, but integrated through special cases. That is a compromise. It keeps the phone thin while still enabling alignment chargers. Some people will love flexibility. Others will wish magnets were inside the device. But the intention is clear: expand the accessory ecosystem without sacrificing hardware design priorities. Finally, the expected launch window is approaching fast. The timing suggests the company wants to start the year with a statement. Not just another yearly refresh, but a message about direction, smarter software, safer communication, lighter hardware, and deeper AI integration. And honestly, when you look at all these leaks together, a pattern appears. This phone is not trying to win only on one feature. It is trying to reduce everyday friction. Easier grip. More privacy. Better help in emergencies. Cleaner zoom. Less storage anxiety. Instead of shouting more megapixels or faster numbers, it quietly focuses on how people actually use their phones every day. That alone makes it interesting. And we've only just begun.